Welcome back, everyone. So, a while ago, we've already done rational functions. So, now we're going to do inverse functions. So, it says here, for given the given function, you have to find its inverse. Alright? So, when we say inverse functions, ano yung mga inverse functions? Ang inverse functions ay yung function that is written in the inverse form. Like, for example, di ba remember we have this equation, di ba? For example, meron tayong equation 2x plus 10. What is the inverse of the function? Let's say, for example, 2x plus 10 equals 0. So we subtract 10 on both sides equals negative 10. 2x. And then divide both sides by 2. X is equivalent to negative 10 over 2, diba? That is the inverse. Diba? To solve for the inverse of a function, all you have to do is to do this. This is the formula. First, you have to change f of x. Like, for example, in number 31, we have f of x is equivalent to 4x minus 1. Diba, like in the example I gave you a while ago, let's do f of x is equivalent to 2x plus 10 equals 2x plus 10. So what do you do here? First, interchange f of x to y. So y is equivalent to 2x plus 10. Then interchange x and y. Para what you can solve for the variable, diba? And then solve. Bring them all to x. And this one implies the application of inverse operations like what you've learned in algebra. So x minus 10 equals to y. Then divide both sides. So therefore, y is equivalent to x minus 10 divided by 2. So yan, that is the inverse function. Diba? Kung sa tingin mo ang ginawa kanina, we just solve for the variable of x. Now we're going to solve for the inverse. And then when we put this back into our equation, diba, remember we have 2x and then input value of x minus 10 divided by 2. Diba? Plus 10. Take note that if we distribute the 2, this one cancels. So x minus 10 plus 10, when you add this together, it's just x. So if you're just left with x, it automatically checks. On the other hand, based on the inverse that we got, if we were to do 2x plus 10 minus 10 divided by 2, this one's here, then 2 divided by 2 cancel. If you're just left with both functions of x, therefore, that is already considerably the correct answer. Okay? So now you already know what inverse functions are. Or like for example, diba remember to solve for pi, diba remember to solve for the circumference of one circle, we know that's pi times t equals c. We know 3.14 is the variable, is the constant. And then d equals c. Now if I were to interswap that inverse, let's just assume that the diameter is an inverse. Diba? So 3.14x equals, diba, f of x is equivalent to 3.14 times its diameter, depending on how big the circle is. Diba? Let x represent any diameter of the circle. And then you change that to y. Diba? Y times 3.14. Diba? 3.14x. Then interchange. 3.14y. Divide both sides by 3.14. So therefore, the inverse function of solve for the circumference of the circle is, or to solve for the diameter, which is y, is to divide what does x represent? X is the circumference of the circle. So the circumference of one circle divided by 3.14 to give you the diameter. So yan, those are inverse functions. Or let's say, for example, to solve for the volume of a sphere. Diba, remember to solve for the volume of the sphere? You have pi times radius cubed 4/3. Diba? So we know that the radius, we do not know what's the value of the radius. So let f of x is equivalent to be 4/3 times pi r cubed. Diba? Now, to solve for the inverse, ganito kasi yung mangyayari. We interchange the f of x to y, and then 4/3 pi x squared. X cubed, diba? And then interchange x and y. So x 4/3 pi y cubed. Diba? Now solve. First, we need to divide both sides by pi. Diba? Multiplying the like terms. 4 pi divided by 3. Diba? Or you can just write it like this. X is equivalent to 4 pi y cubed all divided by 3. So yan. And then all you have to do is to multiply, 3 on both sides. So 3 times x divided by 4 pi. And you're just left with y cubed. Then take the cube root. So yan. So let's say if you're not given the So let's say if you're not given the radius, all you have to do is to multiply all the factors together, 4 times pi, and then all divide by 3, then take the cube root. Diba? It's just like, for example, you have this 3.14 times you do not know times 4, then all divide by 3, and then whatever answer you get there, take the cube root, and that's the answer. Now let's get straight to the point. Now to solve for the inverse function of f of x equals 4x minus 1, that one is very easy. Just apply the steps that I told you. The first step that I told you is, here's the solution sheet. Ito yung solution sheet na ginawa ko. 4x minus 1, di ba remember, interchange that to y. And that y is equivalent to 4x minus 1. Then interchange. Then solve for x using inverse functions of algebra. So subtraction, we do addition first. Remember, it's always important to start with the last thing that you will do first. Diba 4x minus 1, of course, you do 4x and then minus 1. Applying PEMDAS rule if you're going forwards. But because you're finding the inverse, you're gonna have to do it backwards. So the first thing you need to do is to add 1 to both sides and then divide by 4. So the inverse of 4x plus 1 minus 1 is x plus 1 divided by 4. To check, be sure to do the solution. The 4's cancel and the 1's cancel, which leaves you x. On the other hand, if you put 4x minus 1, the 1's cancel and the 4's cancel. So that's it. Next, number 2. f of x is equivalent to 16x divided by 8. This one, you can simplify it into lowest terms, which is 2x. And the inverse is just like this. To solve for the inverse, ganito kasi yung mangyayari. Diba we have 2x, diba? 2x. That f of x is equivalent to 2x. Y, 2x. Interchange x and y. And divide both sides by 2. So x divided by 2 equals y. So therefore, if I were to put this value into y, that'll be x divided. So therefore, back to the function of 2x, we put there x divided by 2. The 2's cancel and we just left with x. So very easy, diba? And that's just super easy. No need to worry about that. You can just do the multiplication and division. But you just need to simplify it. Next, number 3, we have x cubed minus 18. This one is very easy. So, diba remember ito yung solution sheet na ginawa ko kanina? 16x divided by 8 or 2x minus divided by 1. So, interchange that with x and it's 2y over 1. Divide both sides. Divide both sides by 2 or multiplying them by 1/2, you get y is equivalent to x minus 2. Then to double check, this is what will happen. So yan, diba? And you got x over 8 divided by 8. Diba? X over 8 divided by 8 is the same as... So yan, that one cancels and that becomes, ano yun? X over 8 divided by 8. Diba? So yun lang. So that's how you do it. Very easy. Next, for this one, it's very easy, diba? So you interchange x and y. So diba remember for number 3, we input the values x and y, diba? So you have x cubed minus 18. So first let y be x cubed minus 18. Then interchange them both. Diba? And then what do you do? First you add 18 to both sides. Adding 18 to both sides is equivalent to y cubed. Then doing the inverse. What is the inverse of cube? That is taking the cube root. So the cube root of x plus 18 equals y. So therefore, y is equivalent to the cube root of x minus 18. To double check on your answer, ganito kasi yung mangyari. To write in expanded form, it will go like this. Yan, diba? And then we multiply that together. All cube. So we distribute that and all of them cancel. Except 1. So yan, that's exactly what will happen. And you also need to check on both situations. If on both situations you were able to get the value of x, that's already the correct solution. Okay? Now, if I were to do x cubed minus 18 here, do you remember 18 minus, and then take the cube, they just lead to x. So that's confirmed. Next, number 4, we have f of x is equivalent to 2 times the quantity of x minus 5 cubed equals 144. This one is very easy. Or minus 144. So you bring 144 to the other side, and it's just like that, diba? So you just do it like this. Minus 144. And this is very easy for you to solve. You just apply the literal PEMDAS operation. We know if I were to go forward, I have to do this first. Group, and then exponent, and then multiplication, division, and then subtraction. So you know already the function. Interchange y and x together. Make sure that the y's and x's are interswap. Then the next thing that you need to do is to do the math. Diba? So we have x plus 144. So we have x plus 144. Subtracting 144 on both sides, we should add 144 here. So ganito kasi yun. I will show you the step. I will show you how to do it. So diba remember we have this one. 2x diba? Equals x. So we add 144 to both sides, so it will become like this. 2x minus 5 raised to the cube equals x plus 144. Dividing both sides by 2, we should get something like this. x5 cube is equivalent to 144 over 2. Diba? And then taking the cube root because you need to do that. So you're just left with y minus 5 is equivalent to the cube root of x plus 144 divided by 2. Then add 5 to both sides. So that's y. Y is equivalent to the cube root of x plus 144 divided by 2 all together plus 5. So yan. That is the inverse function. Just like what I did right over here. Now to double check, ito yun. To double check on your answer, this is what we did, diba? So ang ginawa ko dito ay ito. First, we have this equation. So the 5s and the minus 5, they cancel. Just like that. And then we take the cube root of this one. We take the cubes, remove the 2's, and add 144's. And that's your answer. So that's exactly how this will turn out. And that's very easy for you to do. That's number 4. You just have to apply the PEMDAS rule in order for you to solve for the answer. Next, number 5, we have the cube root of negative x plus 19 all divided by 54. How did we solve this? That's easy, diba? Actually, to be honest, that's supposed to be minus 19. Sorry with that. Okay, so let's see how we can solve. So to solve for the answer, you already know it goes like this. First, replace f of x. First, you have f of x is equivalent to the cube root of x minus 19 all divided by 54. Diba? Now we interchange that with y. Y is equivalent to the cube root of x minus 19 all over 54. Then interchange that with x. Then do the math. Right? So yeah, now let's do the math here. So we have here, this is going to be x is equivalent to what we do first. What we do first in this situation, the first thing that we need to do is to multiply both sides by 54. By doing that, we have 54x. So 54x is equivalent to the cube root of negative y minus 19. I don't forget there's a negative pala, it's just that I forgot. Maybe because I was in a hurry to film. And then cubing it. So therefore, we have to cube this one and cube this one din. So therefore, we have 54x cubed. It's equivalent to negative y minus 19. Then adding both sides by 19, we should get 54x cubed is plus 19 is equivalent to negative y. Dividing both sides by negative 1 so that you can get the answer to make it positive. So therefore, the inverse of, and then replacing y to f of 1. So f minus 1 sub 1x is equivalent to 54x cubed minus 19 plus 19 all divided by negative 1. And that is our inverse function. To check on your solution sheet, ito yung ginawa ko. Yan, diba? So ito yung ginawa ko. Interchange y and x, diba? So it becomes something like this. Diba? So it becomes something like that. We interchange. And then we multiply both sides by 54. Then cube it. And then y minus 19 equals negative y. then divide both sides by -1. And that's our answer. To double check, we did this and we got something like this, diba? So dividing by -1, the -1, regardless of that, it doesn't matter. So that can be, ano yun? Yan, because we have to divide by -1, so you can get x all by itself. So yan. And that's the answer, diba? So yun lang. And if you were to do that on the other side, you will still get x for the inverse functions. It may be a bit baffling, but it's kind of easy pa rin. You just need to have practice lang, okay? So that's how you solve, diba? O sige, let's solve it here. So diba, remember we have this one. So we have negative. So all divide by -1. So the -1's cancel. Diba? So you just assume that you have a -1 here. So diba, remember our inverse was supposed to be, ano yun? Our inverse was supposed to be 54x cubed plus 19. All divide by -1. And then our answer here is being divided by 54. Diba? So yan. So we distribute -1. The -1's here cancel. And we're just left with the cube root of 54x cubed plus 19 minus 19. Diba? All divided by 54. This one crosses out. So we're just left with this one. 54x cubed. All divided by 54. The cubes cancel. And then we're left with 54 divided by 54. X. Correct. That's the answer. Diba? So yan. So that's how you solve for the inverse function. Next, let's go to number 36. For 36, it's 5 over x. How do you solve for the inverse function? The problem is the x is at the denominator. So let me show you how we're going to do this. First, the step implies as is. First, you write f of x is equivalent to 5 over x. Then interchange f of x to y. Then interchange x and y. Now the problem is y is at the denominator. So how do you solve that problem? We need to bring y to the surface. Remember, this is beneath the surface and this is on the ground. Hindi pwede ang variable mo ay nasa denominator. So what would mathematicians rather do is to bring the variable to the numerator side. So to do this, in order for you to bring y to the numerator or to the surface, we have to multiply. Because denominator times the numerator, they cancel out. So we have yx is equivalent to 5. And now how do we bring x to the other side? To solve for y, we need to divide both sides by x. So therefore, y is equivalent to 5x again. Now to check, we have f of x is equivalent to 5 over x. Our 5x becomes 5x. Now we have division problem. Take note that dividing is the same as multiplying by its inverse, right? And we're just left with just x. Confirm. Next, we have 30 divided by x plus 10. In order for you to solve for the answer, mabilis lang yun. Actually, ito yung solution sheet na ginawa ko, di ba? We just did y and then we interchange. Then we multiply both sides by y so that the y's cancel and we're just left with xy. Then we divide both sides by x to solve for the y, to leave y all by itself. So that's what we did. Now to check, this is really confirmed. Now for number 7, we have 30 divided by x plus 10. To solve for the answer, mabilis lang yun. Here's how we do it. You know already the steps as follow. Tandaan mo yung mga steps so far? Can you still remember all the steps that I told you? So f of x is equivalent to 30 divided by x plus 10. Diba? Now interchange f of x to y equals 30x divided by 10. Now change that to x. X is equivalent to 30y plus 10. Now we need to multiply it by a group. Because remember, since the variable's in the denominator, we can't solve for the variable of y unless you bring it to the surface. So to bring that to the surface, you need to multiply everything to remove the denominator. And this one cancels, and we're just left with y minus 10 times x equals 30. Diba? Now we solve xy, and that becomes negative 10x. Diba? Equals 30. Now all we need to do is to divide. And now all we need to do is to divide y, so that we can bring y to the other side. Because ang ginawa namin, we just multiplied everything by x. Diba? So, x is equivalent to 9 minus 10. So, dapat ang ginawa namin, we have to bring the x to the other side. So, dapat we divide both sides by x. Yan. And that'll be 30 divided by x. Let's see your solution sheet. Kasi po xy minus 10x is equivalent to 30. So that's why you need to bring x to the other side. Or bring y to the other side. So doing that, so you will have to divide y here. But you can't do that here. So dapat we have to check your solution sheet. So to check your solution sheet, alam ko na talaga yung ginawa ko dito. So this is what we did. We interchange. Then multiply both sides by y plus 10. Just like that, equals 30. And then we multiply, distribute. And then the thing that we did there was, we divide both sides back, and then we factor out the x. So what we did, ang ginawa ko, pinactor out ko yung x. I factored out the x, so that we can leave y all by itself. So dapat ang ginawa ko dito, I should have not distributed it. I should have factored out that y minus 10 is equivalent to 30. Divide both sides by x, to leave x all by itself. And then we're left with y minus x is equivalent to 30 over x, which is another problem. And then we need to add 10 so that we can solve for y. So tama, the inverse is y is equivalent to 30x plus 10. So yun yung inverse. Now to input that into the function table, if I were to make the function, remember we have here 30 divided by x plus 10. So we have 30 over it's minus 10. So this one cancel, and we're just left with 30 divided by 30x. So this simplifies to 30 over 1 divided by 30 over x. Or 30 times 1 times x over 30. Just x. That's easy, diba? And that's our answer for number 37. The inverse operation is 30 divided by x minus 10. That is the inverse. And that's how you verify. On the other hand, if I were to put this one here, it still means the same thing. Diba? So yun lang. Next, for number 38, this is a tough problem. We have 9x minus 3 is equivalent to x minus 27. The question is, how do we solve for this equation? Ganito kasi yun. First of all, ganito kasi yun. Let's factor out whatever we need to factor. And then whatever needs to be factored, let's factor it out first. Pero this could be a bit tricky because our goal is to solve for the inverse. And to solve for the inverse, we have two variables now. So this can be tough. So ganito kasi yun. So here's how I solve. You wanna watch? Ganito yun. You have f of x is equivalent to 9x minus 3 is equivalent to x minus 27. Interchange that with y. Then rewrite the equation as told. Then interchange y with x. 9y minus 3 is over y over minus 27. Then we multiply both sides by y over 27 to both sides. So x is equivalent to y minus 27 here. Is equivalent to 9y minus 3. Diba? Now, all we need to do is to bring the y all by itself so that we can separate the x's and the y's. This can be a bit tough. So how do we do that? In order for you to bring x all by itself, in order for you to bring y all by itself, so the thing is, we need to divide. Kasi nga, this could be a bit tough talaga because I know naman dapat, di ba remember yung y minus 27, dinala pa tayo dito sa kabila. So we're just left with x times y minus 27 is equivalent to 9y minus 3. And we have two variables put all together. So the thing that we're going to do is we're going to divide both sides by y minus 3. Diba? So that you get 9y minus 3 in order for you to solve, to leave y all by itself. The only problem is on the right side, it's just 0. So never mind, regardless of the fact, I know that's what we're going to do. So x is equivalent to y minus 27 is equivalent to 9y minus 3 all over 0. Then to bring x to the other side, we need to multiply so that we can already solve for x. And this could be a bit tough, so never mind if I can do it. But I think that's supposed to be the inverse function. The inverse function of number 38 of 9x minus 3 divided by x minus 27 is this. So if that is, of course, we try to bring x to the other side. And then yun lang, that's how we factored it out. It's kind of hard eh. So yun lang. Tsaka to all this, when I did my solution sheet here, mahirap talaga to. Ang hirap talaga gawin to. Kasi ang ginawa ko dito, I just interchange it and then I try to distribute it, then factor it, and then y minus 3. Mahirap talaga. But I know naman that's supposed to be the right answer. Even though I may not be so accurate, but I try to factor it out as simple as it can be. But I think that's how it goes. I can't seem to get exactly what it is. And even if I were to check, I think this is still the right answer. So kahit na nag-double check pa rin ako, maybe that's still the right answer. Hindi ako sure eh, so never mind. If you're a math bro, just help me with this. I may not seem to understand why I did this, pero yun lang, let's move on to an easier problem. For number 39, yun lang yung pinakamadali. You have negative 4. This time, you might get baffled through a lot of brackets. But don't worry, it's still easy for you to solve. It's just that the only problem is if you don't get baffled with all the brackets. So in order for you to solve this is exactly what you did. Diba? My strategy is to always apply the PEMDAS in reverse. Diba? So what we do first, if I were to solve this in order PEMDAS, we did negative 7 times 8x, then negative 7 times 5. Diba? 8 times x first minus 5 to give you the answer. Then negative 7 times the answer here. Diba? Then 3 plus or minus the answer I get here, then add to x, and then multiply that by negative 4. So let's see how we did the inverse. To do the inverse, the first thing that we need to do is this. Ganito kasi yun. What I did muna, nag-simplify ako ng terms. So negative 7 times positive 8 equals positive 56. And negative 7 times negative 5 equals positive 35. Diba? So yung sagot na kinuha ko dito. And then this is the answer that I get, diba? So we have this answer, and now we've already excluded the parentheses. Now all we have to do is to combine like terms. Ito yung ginawa ko. 3 minus 35 equals 38. 3 plus 35 equals 38. Negative 56 plus x equals negative 55x. Then I distributed again times 4 to give me negative 152 plus 220x. Then that's my y. Now interchange y with x. And then interchange. Then solve for the variable. And that's the inverse, diba? So the inverse is 100x plus 152 over 220. And to do this, I think I already got the answer. It might be a bit tough for you to solve for the answer though, because I know naman if I were to distribute this 8 times x, that'll be something like that. And 8 divided by 220, this could be a bit tough din. But I know as I did this, I come up with this answer. 227.5x. Because 152 and 220 divide out. And then yung nga. Sige, check ko with the calculator kung tama. Kasi nga baka man mo, mas mahirapan na ako dito eh. So yan. We have 8 times, what's the answer? $152 divided by 220 to give you this answer. Diba? And we're supposed to get 27.5x. Diba? Minus 5. So I think that's where we got that answer. At the same time, I also tried to distribute it here. So yun lang, that's how I solve for the answer. And tsaka it could be baffling dahil marami siyang x. So yun, mahirap pala to. And that's exactly what I did here. Kaya nga, never mind if I can't even solve for the right answer. Because there are too many x's. Alright? And last but not least, we have number 40. For the number 40, it's a very hard problem. I'm sure if I were to make this, and it's only for Math Olympiads only. Unless you are a Math Olympiad, don't try to do this. So I think I'll end the video for now. Bye! And by the way, if in case you may get stuck with math, try asking an expert for help or for some advice. And I advise that if you try to practice and study harder and get the arithmetic and understand the function, you will be able to understand it closely. So if you know the right answer to answer number 40, just leave it in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching my video, and God bless. See you!